Well, good morning YouTube, Lofty's here again. I popped up to Damrose as I promised you, the Classic 650. So it was the Bear last week, Classic 650. Absolutely gorgeous looking machine. Look at this beautiful finish, like a mulberry colour with an off-white tank. It's really is cool looking, isn't it? Anyway, if you're interested in the 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 650, you stick around. Well, YouTube, what do you reckon? Classic 650. Let's give this a bit of a ride. Okay, so here we go. Classic 650. Royal Enfield, same basic platform, slightly different chassis. As I said when I rode the rather beautiful Bear the other day, the Bear's based on the Interceptor chassis, whereas this one is very much like the Super Meteor and more like the Shotgun. In fact, it feels very much like the Shotgun to sit on and ride. So much so, sitting here looking out, I could easily be forgiven for thinking I was actually on the Shotgun. But good on Enfield for bringing out another lovely bike. Very pretty, proper classic, looking really good. Anyway, round the island, the steering doesn't feel as nice as what it did do on the Bear for me. It's a slightly different rake angle and it gives that more laid back cruisery feel. Anyway, up the lane. Yeah, it's a lovely engine. Can't fault it. Shall we have a closer look? Okay. What do you reckon? It's gorgeous, isn't it? So walk round. I really do like the look of this. Beautiful back end. Now that rear seat does come off to leave the rack. Very nice. It's a cracking looking bike, isn't it? Let's have a close up. Okay, sling a leg over it. So 6'5", 16.5 stone. It's a reasonably tall bike. Although I can flat foot it quite comfortable. So in we go. Loads of leg room, really comfortable. As I say, it's got like a cruisery feel to it. A mid-peg cruisery feel. Nice bars. Easy to get on the pegs, very upright seating position. I quite like this. I can understand why these are selling. Lovely bike. Let's show you the dials. Okay, so here we go from the cockpit. Let's just come out a little bit. Mickey Mouse ears. We got the same nice switch gear as we get on the. We got the same switch gear as the Super Meteor. Nice, lovely, rounded off, good finish, barrel grips, start, stop, hazard warnings coming across. Nice looking nacelle, side lights built into the nacelle. We've got the tripper, it does work. I've not connected it up today, I've used it before, it's brilliant. Old fashioned style key ignition. We've got a lovely radial speedometer, neutral gauge in there, and we've also got a fuel gauge with a clock. Another gear indicator, tell you which gear you're in, and you can scroll through the trips quite good coming out this side. Now somebody mentioned that the clutch was quite heavy on these 650s. Personally, I don't find it an heavy clutch at all. Cable clutch. We got the lights, we got pass on. This little button here operates the trips, trip 1, trip 2, blah all the same old stuff. Indicators. It's a bit sticky to the left. It's nice and smooth to the right, a bit sticky to the left. Horn. That's not half as nice as the horn on the Bear, is it? Proper little pip. Anyway, shall we have a listen? Ignition on. So that's the sound from the cockpit. Nice deep throb in it. Let's have a listen from the pipe. We've got twin pipes, of course. Proper old school. That certainly does the job, doesn't it? Let's tell you the stats. Okay, so let's give it its full title. 2025 Royal Enfield Classic 650. We're using a very similar 648cc air-cooled 4-valve single overhead cam parallel twin. This one has got 46.6 brake horsepower at 7,250 and 38.6 foot-pound at 5,650. Not bad, is it? 6-speed shaft drive. Fairly heavy, fairly robust. 243 kilograms wet, holding 14.8 litres of fuel. 800mm seat height. Not bad really, is it? It's quite good. The torque and the power figures are different slightly on this to the Bear and the Interceptor. They've calmed the power down slightly, but they've upped the torque a little bit. But in general, I think it's a lovely, lovely looking bike. Let's have a close-up of these wheels and tyres. So on the front, upside down forks. We got the full nacelle and the shroud all the way down it. Look at that. Very nice, good for the winter. So we've got 190/19. These are these MRF tyres again. They're an Indian made tyre. I don't know what they are, but they seem okay in the dry. I wouldn't know about the wet. We've got a single 320mm disc and a 2-piston Bribey. Well, it looks like it's badged up Royal Enfield, but it's a Bribey. It's a Bribey caliper on the front. There we go. Spoke to course. Unfortunately, it's tubed, but some people don't mind that. Around the back, as you can see, you've got this frame that comes out to hold the back mudguard up. Now, some people aren't so keen. I personally quite like it, especially if you're going to put luggage on. It's easy to sort of strap it on or do something with it. But let's look at the rear tyre. We've got twin shocks, preload adjustable. We've got a 140/70/18. Same MRF tyre, don't know what it is, but it looks okay. We've got a single 300mm disc. That's a nice big disc on the back with a Bribey badged up 2-piston caliper. So we've got a similar caliper on the front to the back. I find the rear stopping on this is really, really good actually. Some of the best Bribey brakes I've come across on the rear caliper is on this twin piston one. It is superb. Right, what's it going to cost you? £6,499 for the base model. The Black Beauty in chrome comes in at £6,799. Old school, beautiful. I can't really say much more, can I? I really do think it's a gorgeous looking bike. And when you think to buy a Bonnie, you've got to put another 3 or 4 grand on top. It's a no-brainer, isn't it? This 650 is plenty pokey enough. Anyway, let's give it a bit of a ride. Okay, YouTube, welcome back. So I'm just going to take it nice and steady down the lane. This is one of those bikes you don't have to give it thrash. You can just go for a nice afternoon wobble, bimble, whatever you want to call it. And it delivers. So we're all clear. I'm just going to nip down the hill into the 50. It's been set up nice. It's been PDI'd nice. So there we are, 6th gear, up to 50. Very, very nice indeed. It's quite a windy day today, so I hope you're getting some good audio. There we go. Once you're rolling, the steering doesn't feel quite so bad. It's when you first get on it, especially after coming down on the NT, which is beautiful. But it's a nice place to be. Holding a nice 50 mile an hour. The mirrors aren't too bad. The right one's better than the left one for my big elbows. Just move over a touch. There we go. Lovely dry road. We've got some nice weather returned again to Cornwall. It's gorgeous. I'm just going to drop a cog here. There we go. That's lovely. As I say, in the dry, these tyres, nothing wrong with them at all. Suspension's fairly compliant on this bumpy road. It is a bumpy road as well. When you go over like a hard lump, you do get a bit of a jolt. It just shows that the shocks are okay, but nothing special. Here we are. So just squeeze again. Fourth gear. Into fifth. We're doing 50 again. I'm going to slow down now because we're coming into the 30 zone. There we go, third gear 30. There's a little eco thing on the dash. It likes you to get up as high as you can in the gearbox as fast as you can, which is probably the best way to ride this style of bike. There we go. Ticking over nicely. I'd have preferred a bigger gear indicator. It's not bad. I really do like the dash on the Bear. I think that is amazing. But this is such a nice, comfortable place to be. Okay, just going into a 20. Down in St Denis. I was going to say it on the Bear. The fueling on these 650 Enfields is absolutely sublime. We're in second gear, doing 20. Remember that day I come down here on the Super Sport, the Ducati? Oh, clunk-a-jack. I didn't know whether to be in first gear, second gear. This is such a more relaxing place to be. Be interested to see what it was like 2 up. I think pootling around, I don't think it'd be too bad. 2 up, to be fair. But this is very nice. Here we go, we've got the spoiler here. We're all clear. Just nibble through nice and steady. Thank you very much, sir. Still in 20. We've got Derby and Joan crossing the road. It's quite warm today. Here we go through the chicane. We're all clear. We've got the Teagle truck in front of us and we've got somebody in an old Citroen right behind us. I think he wants to go faster than 30 mile an hour. We're only doing 20 odd and he's right up my chuff. Anyway. Thank you. You stopped eventually. So we're just going to nibble it up slowly into the 50. There we go. Past the garage. Well, this bloke, he's not going to pull out on us, but he had to think 3 times. Anyway, we're going to take a right. Upwards towards Trevisco. Thank you very much, sir. It's that time of year, a lot of people want to push you along. Anyway, National. The gearbox doesn't like being rushed. It soon gets you up to 60, nice and steady. As I say, I'll find the clutch quite good. There we go. I'm getting quite a bit of wind on my chest, as you'd expect, but I'm getting no dirty air, no buffeting or nothing like that. It's nice. Because screens don't always answer the question you ask of them. Just dob it down a couple of cogs, round we go. And again. Yeah, this is lovely. That back brake is nice. Somebody's walking the ground. So we'll see what the slow riding is like. I'm going to open the visor again because I'm getting a bit stuffed up. Here we are. All clear. Oh yeah, U-turns. Easy peasy. Just dropping into the 20. Looks like they're going to close the road for something. So second gear, throttle off. It's just nibbling down at 20 all on its own. That's all right, isn't it? I think they're a bit boring, these 20 mile an hour zones, but my wife loves them. She said it's so much easier to cross the road when people are only doing 20 mile an hour. But I suppose she's right. These are the sort of places where people live and walk the dogs and push the prams with the kids in. And it can't be much fun with people razzing past at 50. Because don't forget, this would have been a national 10 years ago. Then it was reduced to 50, then 40, then 30, and now they've reduced it to 20. Anyway, we're just approaching the national. Nice and steady. Here we go. Just gently squeeze it. Yeah, it's got a totally different feel to the Interceptor and the Bear, the way the engine's managed. So here we are, we're on the straight, we've got nothing behind. It's all clear on the left. Let's back brake. Yeah, the ABS got triggered quite easily. That brake's fairly powerful, and a good stamp on it triggers it off nicely, but still. So we'll come round the corner. Smack on 40, all clear behind again, front brake. I could notice it's only got the one disc. Could just feel it. That makes me think that the forks have quite budget too. So we go around the corner. Nice line. So get up to 40 down the hill. Here we go, front and back. Yeah, it's fine, that is. That's fine. Okay, so down we go. Through the flip flack. Knocking into third. Bit of brakes. That's nice. Yeah, it's lovely. Down the hill we go. Yeah, this is the sort of bike that gives you a nice, relaxing ride. No egos required, just a gentle wobble. We just ease off for the bridge, it's quite narrow. All clear. There we go, squeeze it. Nice line. Okay, when it's in 65 in top, or just, well, 60 I should say. That's a nice line, isn't it? Catching the coach up quite quickly. We're going to overtake. We've got an overtake. That's up and hill in 5th gear. We got past the easy peasy. Nice overtake. So we're just approaching my island. Couple of gears and a bit of brakes. We're all clear, all clear. I find the indicator doesn't fall naturally to my thumb. I don't know what it is. It's might be the handlebar, the rake of the bar coming back slightly. Anyway, let's try it down the dual carriageway, see what it's like at motorway speeds. Right, third gear. Fourth at 50, fifth at 60, sixth at 70. That is absolutely easy. Yeah, you can cruise along nice and steady at 70 miles an hour. That's okay. It's holding a nice throttle. No lurching, no pulling, no nothing. Lovely. We're going to move over the lane. All I've done is just drop the revs off. We're still in sixth. We're doing 55. Into fifth. Into fourth. Oh, it's so easy to ride, this is. I wish bikes had been this nice when I had my old Rocket Goldie BSA 650. They were lovely bikes, but that was hard to ride sometimes. There was hard grafts. This is an absolute dream to ride. It's so easy to ride. All clear. Up the hill, let's see if it'll pull up, because as I say, 16.5 stone, and this is a good hill. Yeah, fifth gear, cruising at 70, into top, holding a nice speed. I'm going to throttle off. Well, I've enjoyed riding this. It's a totally different experience to riding the Bear. Totally different experience. If you're looking for an old style Sunday tool to go to a bike meet or cruise around or whatever, this does hit the nail smack bang on its noggin. Oh, yes. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video and you'd like to see some more Lofty John videos, or you'd like to ask me a question or whatever, just click on that like, subscribe, ring that little bell. I'm only too pleased to answer your questions. You know that. It's nice to be back testing bikes again. It's been a long time since February, but I've really enjoyed riding these two Enfields. And I think when you're talking sub £7,000 for motorbikes, and in the same breath you talk £30,000 for motorbikes, I can understand why people are buying Enfields. Anyway, I do waffle on. We're back at Damn Rules. Thank you, Damn Rules. We've had a great time today on your bike. Anyway, this is the Lofty Biker saying ta-ra for now. Ta-ra.